Okay, hi friends and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing getting ready with me tutorial. So basically I'm going to be using products that are some of my favorites as well as some of the colors that I like the most. So let's get started. So first I'm going to use my primer eyeshadow potion from Urban Decay. It's in the color Enigma. I'm just going to put a little bit. And next I'm going to go in with my Sephora Acne Fighting Moisturizer, and it's also it's also mattifying. So I'm just going to pour a little bit. And it also has some SPF, which is really helpful. So aside from moisturizing and the SPF, obviously, I feel like it really protects my skin, which always reminds me to take care of myself physically, mentally, and emotionally. So if we have this basis, it helps us stay put, kind of like I mentioned with my eyeshadow primer as well. And so by staying put, we're able to be okay holistically. So then we're able to efficiently function in all other areas, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to give my all and be there for my family and friends, colleagues, and students. So the importance in taking care of oneself. One of my favorite parts, it's the actual eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just, in case you haven't seen it, the colors are beautiful and they blend amazing. So the different colors remind me of the diverse community that I grew up in and how diversity has always been something really important to me. So I'm going to start off with the golden ochre, and I'm going to be using one brush, and this brush comes with the palette, so it's really helpful. So growing up in a diverse community has always made me appreciate different cultures, and it's always been something that I've wanted to incorporate into my profession somehow. So I want to work with low-income first-generation students, but I'm also very interested in the immigrant community, so AB 540 students as well as students that are refugees that are coming into the country. So the blending really makes me think of the empathy that one can gain towards others from different backgrounds and communities. I'm going to use a little bit of the burnt orange. And I feel like every one of us should take the time to learn about other communities and become an ally, because that way we would be able to gain a better understanding of other cultures and appreciate them as well. And next, I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. And my eyeliner right now, one of my favorites is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and it's very affordable. And so this reminds me of my perseverance and how I don't like to give up. I started doing my eyeliner when I was in 9th grade. That's when I became more interested in makeup, and it took me a long time to get the hang of it. It looks okay, but it's not always going to be as even as you'd like it to be, right? And so, kind of like I mentioned, so as more time went on, I eventually got better and better at it. And as you can see, I still sometimes need to practice. Okay, and the next step we're going to go in with is my mascara. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I really like this mascara because I feel like it really opens up my eyes. and it makes me think about how other opinions and the perspectives of other people are very important, and how as a future counselor I really need to be aware and open of other people's beliefs and values and accept them as well. And so I have to always keep in mind not to judge other people and other people's experiences, because even if they don't necessarily go with what I believe in or what I think maybe is the best, it's important not to impose our own values onto others, and instead try to fully understand what the person might be going through and feeling. Next, I'm going to go in with my foundation. So I like to use the Garnier BB cream. It's the Miracle Skin Perfector, and I use the color light medium in combination to oily skin. So I'm just pour a bit on my hand, and then with a beauty blender I'm gonna go in it. And I got my beauty blender and it's a little dirty, but still works. So I believe that my foundation represents my values and beliefs, and how that has led me to where I am today. And although through personal experience I've seen how my values can shift and change through different experiences that I've gone through, sort of like when I first got to UC Santa Barbara for my undergrad, I feel like I had a different aspect on life and just things overall, and being there really changed my mind about a lot of different things. And so I felt like my foundation reminds me a lot of that, and how as time goes on we become and develop different people in a sense, and how this is similar to our skin tone when it comes to foundation. So normally, I mean, through the sun and stuff, it's good that we change foundations during the summer as well as during the winter. And now I'm gonna go in with my concealer, and I use the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline. So I'm just gonna twist it a little bit, and I'm gonna put it underneath my eyes, through my T-zone a little bit, the tip of my chin, and then, yeah. And it's in the color Fair. I feel like concealer is often known for concealing the imperfections, but I see it more as a facilitator in the aspect that it allows me to use the features I already have and simply enhance them. So concealer doesn't just magically transform my face by fixing my cheeks or whatever. On the other hand, it provides me with the basis so that I can use what I already know and to achieve the look that I want. Kind of like how I want to see myself in the future as a counselor, and provide students with the support and guidance so that they can find the answers themselves. Now I'm just going with my powder, using the Maybelline Fit Me powder and the 125 Nude Beige. I'm just going to set everything right now. Now I'm going to go in with my bronzer, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Contour Kit in light medium. So and I'm going to be using this color in the middle. So just going to slightly contour, just a little. I don't feel like I don't really know how to contour, but I just like to use it on there anyway. So I'm going to slightly contour, which helps define and sculpt the face. So this reminds me of how it's okay to be proud of our experiences and accomplishments. In my culture, I feel like sometimes it's looked down upon to talk about oneself, but I've learned that it's okay to be proud of our accomplishments and to share with others. what we've gone through, our experiences and accomplishments, because you never know when someone's out there who could potentially be your mentor or offer to be a sponsor. And it's also important, on the other hand, in the case that there's someone out there listening that you might inspire, and then they might want to go ahead and pursue their dreams and careers. And now we're gonna go in with the highlight. So I'm gonna be using the same palette, and it's a slightly glittery color. Okay, so the highlight reminds me of my positivity and my optimistic look on life, and how I feel like a simple smile can go a long way and brighten someone's day. Kind of like this highlight does on my cheekbone. Now we're gonna go on with my eyebrows. So I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Chocolate with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. And so my eyebrows are something that has always reminded me of my culture, maybe because I got my eyebrows from my dad. So it reminds me of culture, my family, and how I have a really strong bond with my family. I'm the oldest of 4 siblings. So definitely my brothers play a big part in my identity as an older sister. I also feel like it's really important to never forget where we come from, whether it be our culture, our communities. I feel like it's all very important to recognize that if it weren't for those struggles and experiences, that we wouldn't be where we're at today. I'm gonna go on with the last thing, which is my lips. And I'm gonna be using the MAC lip pencil in Spice. So my lips, and doing my lipstick reminds me to always be bold and feel empowered. And how my lips lead to my voice, and sometimes I feel like this can be my weakness, and I'll go into that right now. So I'm going to be using the liquid lipstick from Kat Von D in the color Lolita. And so the reason why I see this as a weakness sometimes is I feel like my thoughts often sound better in my head than they do when I say them out loud. And it's something I'm working on, and because sometimes I feel very self-conscious that maybe I don't have a good vocabulary, or that people don't understand what I'm saying. So I'm definitely trying to work on how to better express myself, and hopefully one day make this weakness into one of my strengths. Okay, well, this kind of completes my look. So the reason why I chose to do a tutorial was because I felt like it would best demonstrate my ideology when it comes to education, and how I strongly believe in the growth mindset, and how everyone has the potential to learn and grow. There's no one-size-fits-all method for learning and growing, just like there isn't one specific way to do makeup. It's all up to our individual approaches and willingness to learn and find what works best for us as individuals. Students should be allowed to learn and improve based off their strengths that they already possess, in order to improve their weak areas into strengths as well. So I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sorry it took a little longer than expected, but I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. So thank you.